Tonight we are gathered here for a very special event. Not only a special event for those of us present, but for everyone around the world. Tonight we usher in a new era in our history as many nations, our history as a race, and our history as a global family. I know I speak on behalf of thousands, if not millions, from around the world when I say that we have all been waiting for this day. I know I also speak on their behalf when I say we eagerly welcome this new era with open arms. Tonight we introduce you to a technology that promises to bring in that new era, an era in which we will all have equal access to food, water, health, and unlimited energy. Only time will tell the endless possibilities of this technology. Perhaps the end of war, new architectural feats, medical applications, and new travel opportunities. As exciting as this event is tonight, this is just the first of many steps in this new and exciting journey we are all about to embark on together. A journey which will bring to life the Keshe Foundation's World Peace Roadmap. It has been in the works for a long time, and all of us are contributing in our own way. We do it with our experiments, our posts on social networks, our videos, and our comments. Even those who seem to detract from our efforts are also contributing in their own way. For with every challenge comes an opportunity for growth, and one day we will all celebrate this journey together. So again, we would like to thank each and every single one of you tonight for your support. Keep doing what you do, and let's continue on this journey together. I've been told you're in for an exciting evening tonight, and with that, I'll keep getting in the way of history. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the pioneer of this new era, our tour guide on this journey, Mr. Mehran Tavakoli Keshe.
Excellencies, honorable members, and distinguished guests. I welcome you to this, as our colleague said, a journey for mankind. Tonight, if you've been with Keshe Foundation, you see something new. If you haven't been with Keshe Foundation, you will see something which might not look real to you. This is the third ambassadorial meeting for peace, and we have seen the first phase of this success between the peace between Iran and the United States, which happened after the second meeting of the world ambassadors. On the 6th of September 2012, when we gave the second ambassadorial meeting, the following on the 6th of November, on the re-election of President Obama, the American government asked for the key of the technology, and in that meeting between the Keshe Foundation, in that meeting, when I handed over the key technology to the ambassadors, I put the hand of peace from Iran to the Americans, and I said, this is the hand of peace. Let's talk. And we've seen 2.5 years later, 3 years later, we have achieved peace. And now, with this new technology, we put the hand of peace to all the nations in one go. The way we put the hand of peace out is we give you a new technology, and instead we ask for peace. Keshe Foundation is a space technology based, not the energy based. What we learn for space, we feed down directly to public for use for creating peace. What you will see tonight is not energy for light or heat. This is energy which the man needs in any condition in the space: food, material, heating, medicine, even creating new conditions to be able to live in. When we introduced this technology some 4 years ago, 5 years ago, in open, because it was nuclear based, we were harassed and we called it terrorist organization. So, as I'm a nuclear physicist, I changed it to do the same thing without the present science ever detecting radiation. Some of you who don't know, or some of you who know, I have written a number of books. I have published a number of papers. I have, with the help of a lot of people around the world, developed a new technology that allows man to work in the condition of a space. So what you see is taken some 40 years to develop. The whole of people around the Keshe Foundation and around the world are all waiting for this box. This box has become the holy grail of science. All it is a replication of sun. All it does, it releases plasma that then the man decides what this plasma is going to be. So if you ask around the world, this has never been possible. Creating energy from free plasma has been a dream. The ones who've been around the Keshe Foundation can tell you it's very easy. What we've done, we have taken normal materials, copper, zinc, and what we've done for the first time has released a molecular structure to atomic structure, which is a single atom. This is what you call nanomaterials. We have made it so much easy to make nanomaterials that in one of the videos on the internet, a Chinese 5-year-old girl makes it in the house. This material has been tested by numerous organizations and has been confirmed to be what we say. But what we've done, we've gone a step further. We have allowed the matter in an atomic nano layer to be separated into single plasmas. And all the supporters of Keshe Foundation around the world, they do it in everywhere you can imagine. What we've done is that now each plasma is like a sun. It's an individual entity. So in fact, if you look into the structure of the plasma, the sun is a plasma. And these are the papers and documents. So what it is, we have brought the sun in a cup. So what we have done is, now that we have these little suns, we do with it what we like. In a simple way, if you understand, is that when the sun releases its energy, as it slows down in different planets, on the Earth's atmosphere creates nitrogen, and an other planet produces what that might be, as it changes, reduces its energy. So what we do now is we decide what that energy is going to be. And what you see, which this system is the beginning of a cycle. This is not the ultimate. This system is literally like a sun. It releases energy, plasma, in enormous amounts. It's you now that decides what it needs to be. You decide what would like the energy to end up as. If you like, in a simple way, you can make it into light. If you like, you can change it into food and fruit. You can change it into medicine. And if you want to use it, you can use it in a special new systems to create flight with no rocket propulsion. So the strange thing is, this is surprising to you, if you have come, for example, from the United States to here, and you brought with yourself now a 110 volt system, you cannot use it in this country. If you brought or take a system from Europe to America, you can't use it, because we continuously decide what has to be done through electrons. The electrons' vibration dictates our power. For the first time, if you understood that you have a freedom with the plasma, you decide what that system going to use as you move around the world. What you're going to see today, it breaks all the rules of physics. But this is what the plasma is. You can have your European system, 220, and we have brought you a one system from one state. You don't need any conversion because the system converts as you need. This means the change in the whole philosophy of energy. You don't need adapters. You choose to create 210 or 110 or 240 or 12 volts, literally at your will. At the same time, from the same terminal, as you can see, we brought you system that you can see. These are the European system. From the same flock, the same system, you can see, you can run both. This has never been done, but it has a huge advantage. In third world nations like African nations,
nelle nazioni del terzo mondo,
you don't need to spend millions for power generators, for dams, for power stations. And you don't need to wait for the handouts from the West. In the places of war like Palestine, you don't need to wait if they're going to repair your power station. You can do it yourself at home. You can do it with local materials. You don't need to import anything. And if you understood the change from 220, 240 to 110 at the same point, you understand very easily you can change into the energy of the orange, a medicine, and consume it at no cost. This unit is made by Keshe Foundation China, for the doctor. This is made by Armenian American citizen, which creates lift and high power flux. So you understand one simple thing. This new unit, what we call MAGRA, which is magnetic gravitational, we can produce, create jobs and food and energy in your own nations. The only difference is, as the ambassadors, you are here, we have done all the work for you. We give you the unit, the same as what we did before in the Second World Peace. We give you the blueprint. You take it home, you give it to your nation, you give it to your scientists, you give it to every citizen to produce it. You walk your nation into wisdom of food, energy, and space, and materials. It costs you in your countries less than $10 to a household to free them from everything. Keshe Foundation person now in Ghana is teaching in Ghana to the Ghana Space Institute, Ghana Energy Center, Ghana Energy Ministry, for the Ghanese to produce this. Tomorrow, the head of Ghanaian Space Agency, Dr. Kala, is here to take a unit for back to the Energy Ministry to start reproducing the units for Ghana to become energy sufficient within the next 6 to 12 months. Today in Nigeria, Keshe Foundation member is teaching the Nigerian authorities how to produce this to walk Nigeria out of lack of electricity, food, and medicine. Behind you, there are members of Chinese Keshe Foundation, which are taking units back for the President of China within next week to be delivered to His Excellency President Xi. Behind you, there is a member who's flying tomorrow to take a unit to His Excellency the President of Armenia, and then the President of Georgia, and hopefully within next week, if he's allowed, he flies to see President Putin to hand over one to the Russian government. Amongst you, there is a man who I respect highly. He sacrificed his life. He brought the solution of the Keshe Foundation to Fukushima. He helped TEPCO to be able to reduce the nuclear radiation in the waters of Fukushima. and he's among us. He will take a unit tomorrow back to Japan, to the imperial family of Japan, to distribute back to Japan. That now that they're short of energy in so many ways with the nuclear problem, they can support the nation. These are all members of the Keshe Foundation around the world. We give you the unit free, but it has a condition. Use the unit, the knowledge, the energy, the food to bring peace in your nation and make peace with the rest of your neighbors. We give you access to all the teachings of the Keshe Foundation, how to make everything from the energy, the food, the medicine, free. One condition: help us to help you, that by having everything your nationals need, it brings peace amongst us on this planet. There is a very big question and a problem for you as ambassadors. Last time, we gave you 2 years to share the knowledge with your people, till we open our patents worldwide for every citizen. This time, we give you 10 days. In 10 days' time, we open our patents. Teach every citizen on this planet how to make a unit to be independent of governments, independent of energies, independent of medicine, independent of food. You want to test it, you can do it. You want to take it, you can do it. The Keshe Foundation supporters runs into millions across the world. In every nation, there is a Keshe Foundation supporter base for existing. So this time, you have 10 days, no more. If I open this box, you'll find out when people have everything, do they need governments? Then is there a need for ambassadors? Because when we have everything, we are at peace, we become one nation. Instead of spending money on arms, when you have no enemies, the money will be spent on the citizens. This is a very powerful system for Western nations. In Africa, in a third world nation, you can make it as small as this. It gives you energy for 30, 40 years. You don't need to recharge it, you don't need to refuel it. If you use it, you can have enough to feed yourself, to heat yourself, to light yourself at no cost. So it's very simple. 10 days is long enough. It's how fast you want to translate the knowledge to your governments and tell them what is about to happen. I'll tell you something very simple. We are a modern technology institute. This is the USB stick with a full design, with a full specification, shows you how to make the system, how to connect it, and how to get energy from it. We will, for the countries which they need mass production, give you even the machinery to produce it. In one of the flips, you saw the key, the USB stick. That's where all the patents were released. It's the same principle. Which ambassador would like to be the first to receive the free energy? Please, help yourself. Of course. I hope you are still ambassador in 1 year time. When we make one nation out of this planet, we have no ambassadors. You're all friends and brothers. Everything you need. If you find a problem, call me back. I'll give you one. You're from Palestine.
Yes.
Sure. I hope this brings peace between you and Israel. I hope this brings peace between you and Israel.
We hope so.
We hope so.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We don't tell you which nation you come from. If you want, you can introduce yourself. Ambassador of Liberia. I have to get you a key, madam. I do apologize.
Thank you.
Which country you come from?
Nigeria.
Nigeria. Our ambassador is with you. We have our ambassador in Nigeria. He will come and teach you. He is one of the dearest friends of the foundation, and he was supposed to be here. He couldn't get a flight. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I hope we can enjoy it. We try to share knowledge with you freely, but use our knowledge to create peace, because otherwise we have not served humanity. Thank you very much. On 26th of this month, 1,000 units per day will be manufactured in Italy. We will raise the production to 1 million a month by November and December to make sure every Italian has one. Thank you very much. Now, you got to get it yourself. 3 of them he needs. Armin, you got to get it. Armin is one of the leading scientists in nanotechnology in Keshe Foundation. I have a lot of respect for him. He's Armenian. He's taking 3 units tomorrow to meet the president of Armenia, Georgia, and hopefully to Moscow to meet with President Putin to give the same technology equal. Thank you very much. You get that. I'll give you 3 minutes. No, I'll give you. This man has put his life to serve humanity. He's the only man who took risk to save Japan with Fukushima, and the only thank he got from TEPCO and the Prime Minister of Japan was to be sacked from his position, because he released the name of Keshe Foundation to be given technology to TEPCO. He is now a member of Keshe Foundation, and through our contacts, the unit, which we've been waiting for, the last unit he took from us, they stole from him in the airport. Now this time he carries it. Let me explain to you why we have 3 people for China. Keshe Foundation in China is very big. They have their own laboratory, they have their own centers. So they have sent more or less 1 from each center around China to take 1 back for a president. So they're all the same, we're all one family. Thank you, Lisa. I know that a number of nations around the world, please do not open the blueprint unless in the hand of the president.
Sure, sure.
Thank you very much. Thank you indeed. Thank you very much, English. All the best. I hope we can serve you well.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I know President Xi. We give one to the children of the world. You can one? Thank you very much. Said that number.